Hello, I'm Mike Odenthal with the Oregon Department of Agriculture. The Oregon Department of Agriculture is responsible for administering the Oregon Pesticide Control Act. This law, along with federal pesticide law, regulates all pesticide use, distribution, and formulation. And remember, pesticides include fungicides, insecticides, rodenticides, herbicides, and antimicrobials. This comprehensive group of laws regulates all pesticide use, including home and garden, farm and forest, and all the other uses. The labels on the pesticide containers explain how to use those products. Remember, the label is the law. People who follow the label instructions are following state and federal laws. The state of Oregon does have additional laws for proper use. The state licenses and offers annual training for professional pesticide applicators and training materials like this video. The goal is to help pesticide users understand the laws so they can use these products safely and responsibly. Pesticides are used every day all around us. People apply pesticide products using spray bottles, backpack sprayers, and sometimes aircraft. Forest managers will sometimes use pesticides to control weeds so their seedlings may flourish and grow into strong, healthy forests. Today we're discussing rules for helicopter pesticide spray applications. These are typically done in recently harvested areas with newly planted trees. The Oregon Department of Agriculture works with the Oregon Department of Forestry to regulate this pesticide use and to protect our natural resources.
Hello, I'm Jennifer Ward with the Oregon Department of Forestry. My job is to administer Oregon's Forest Practices Act, which is intended to protect natural resources and provide for responsible logging and forest management. The forestry laws require landowners to successfully plant new forests after a harvest. Some landowners use helicopters to apply pesticides to control weeds so the trees can grow. As of January 1st, 2021, the forestry laws include new buffers around schools and streams. These laws apply to helicopter pesticide use, not fertilizer use. Helicopter pesticide applicators must not directly apply herbicides or other pesticides within 300 feet of a school's campus or an inhabited dwelling, like a home. School here means Head Start, private or public school for any K-12 program, college or university, Oregon School for the Deaf, Oregon Youth Authority residential academies, and educational service districts. Within the greater of 75 feet, or the full width of the riparian management area, or RMA, of a F or D stream, within 50 feet of a type N stream where the surface water is present. The spray buffers are horizontal distances. Riparian management areas are measured in slope distances. Bottom line, the buffer distance is whichever is further from the water. Before spraying any pesticides, a notification of operations must be submitted to the Oregon Department of Forestry. The notification must include a map showing water resources. Now, let's take a closer look at each buffer requirement. First, let's look at a school adjacent to a newly planted forest. When treating the area, the pilot must leave a 300-foot buffer between the school's campus and the spray area. For inhabited dwellings like homes, and for qualifying water intake points, the pilot must also leave a 300-foot buffer. Qualifying water intake points are those recorded in the Oregon Department of Forestry's e-notification system. Forestry works closely with the Oregon Water Resources Department and the public to update the qualifying water intake points. Now let's take a look at the other ways the laws protect water quality. These laws require buffers along streams. There are 2 stream buffer distances. The setback distance from type F or fish-bearing and type D or domestic use streams must be the greater distance of either 75 feet or the required vegetated buffer. The required vegetated buffer is sometimes called the riparian management area, or RMA. An RMA is an area along streams and other bodies of water where trees and shrubs must be retained and special management practices are required to protect water quality and fish and wildlife habitat. The second stream buffer distance is for type N streams, which do not have fish or domestic use. If surface water is present, pesticides may not be applied within 50 feet of the high water line of the type N stream. The last part of this law addresses interference with and memorializing the work. The law prohibits interference with these pesticide applications. If a person interferes with one of these operations, they can be fined up to $5,000. The law also allows for a person to video or photograph a helicopter application from a place where they have the right to be present, as long as it does not interfere. If you have any questions, please contact your local stewardship forester. Thank you for your interest in the Oregon Forest Practices Act.
Hello, my name is Ted, and I am with the Pesticide Analytical and Response Center. Did you know that no other state coordinates pesticide investigations like Oregon? The Pesticide Analytical and Response Center, or PARC, coordinates pesticide investigations with many different state agencies, including the Oregon Occupational Safety and Health Administration, the Oregon Department of Agriculture, and the Oregon Department of Forestry. If citizens have concerns that pesticide use has negatively impacted people, animals, or the environment, they may report these concerns 24 hours a day by dialing 211. Specialists at 211 Info will take your information and forward that information to PARC. And a PARC member agency will follow up with you within one business day. Thank you for your time.